What's up, everyone? I got my 2019 Hyundai Ionic here. Figured I'd record this. Transmission started slipping, so we're gonna go through some fluid, not a flush, but a fluid change, and so hopefully it fixes the problem. First off, we're gonna be doing an oil change. I'm not gonna record that. I've done that. Yeah, .3 brake fluid is what we're gonna need for the transmission. And also, you wanna use 70 weight gear oil. They didn't have any, but 75/90 should work. And this also says contains limited slip additive, so hopefully it'll help stop some slippage. I have 105,000 miles on this thing, and I have not changed the transmission fluid, so it's starting to slip a little. So I would recommend maybe doing a little bit sooner. I think the book recommends like 30,000 miles check it, or 75,000 change it or something. And I would recommend probably 80,000 change it, or I mean at least inspect it before. And then some carb cleaner I got. I'll show you, because the little brake fluid reservoir that works for the transmission gets real dirty sometimes, and I'll use that to clean it out. So yeah, I'm gonna jack the car up, get under there, probably do the oil change real quick, and then I'll show you guys the transmission part. So we're up here. Just gonna come down here underneath, show you the location of the drain plug, and that is it right here. It's a 24 millimeter bolt for me. We're gonna hope that it comes out easy. Oh, that wasn't too bad. There we go. There's a washer on it, so you want to make sure to keep that as well. And oh, that fluid actually looks pretty decent. That's 105,000 miles. You can see right here there's a little washer. Want to make sure to keep that on. Oh, that stinks though. Alright, so you're going to want to take your left wheel out and then take this panel off. It's just a clip there, there. You just use a little flathead or something to pop it off. Just going to take a little flathead. Everything feels loose. Whoops. You have to be careful when pulling these out. Luckily, the auto parts store sells tons of these. Super easy to get. There we go. Alright, so we got that. This thing should slide right off, but it's not. Okay, so on this side over here, you're going to want to take out this 17 millimeter right here. So let me take that off real quick. Oh, she's tight. Ah. Whew, there we go. And this also has a washer. Make sure that stays on. That's where we're gonna fill it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come under here. We're gonna put the drain plug back in. We're gonna put it back in. I don't know the torque spec on this. I didn't look any of that up, but usually just nice and snug for these drain and fill ports. The only thing is, if you don't tighten it enough, you'll drain out your transmission, cause a huge issue. If you tighten it too much, you will break the bolt, and that could be a huge issue, getting that part, but at least you don't destroy your transmission. So I'm going to tighten it. We'll shorten this. So, oh yeah, that's tight. Good. I like to use a smaller. I had the 1/2 inch, and you can put way too much torque. Like, it's on there tight as heck. So, luckily I didn't go tighter. And then I like to just dry it up a little bit. Alright, first thing you want to do before you fill this, move your drain pan over, make sure it's underneath it, because you're going to fill it up until it starts coming out, and then you'll put the cap on. Should be about 2 quarts, so we'll go ahead and do that. Hey, don't be getting nothing in your face. Don't be drinking nothing. I'm watching you, and you too. Alright, so I got this from Walmart. Hyper Tough transmission spout, and this is it. This turns to go on and off And then you have here for quarts, or you take off this plastic piece and it's for gallons. This is a regular standard quart bag, the soft one. And I just took the lid off of what it comes with. And it looks like this just screws on pretty decent. And then what I'm gonna do, took the lid off this side. We're gonna stick that lid in there. And then just tilt this. Oh, and then I gotta open this. Let's turn this on first, huh? Okay, should be on. Yep. And there. Our oil's going in there. I'm gonna keep some pressure, just because I don't want it to come out of that spout. But yeah, this isn't too bad. If you have the space, this is a decent way. I can squeeze some of it out. Let it drain out. Close it up. So 1 quart is gone. I'm just gonna, it should be closed, so none of it should come out. Oh yeah, cool. So see, it held that in there when you close this, twist this to close it, which is kind of nice. When you jack your car up, you want to make sure it's level, because if it's not, then this is not going to work correctly. Because it's fill to spill. And you're just supposed to fill it until it spills. Uh-oh. I don't know if we're going to make it. So I put 2 quarts in. It should be spilling. Oh yeah. So hopefully you guys can see here. This one right here says dual clutch transmission fluid 1.6 to 1.7, and then it tells you what type you want to use there. Make sure that washer is on and get it right back in there. Nice and snug. Perfect. Alright, so that's the DCT oil side. Next I'm going to show you the engine clutch actuator fluid. We're going to change that. It says to use 0.08 to 0.13 quart of .3 brake fluid. So I'll post a link of this page. This is the whole manual. It's just tons of information on like preventative maintenance and everything. We're going to do the engine clutch actuator fluid, and that is, let's see, where are you? So you can see right there, that cap right there. That is where your actuator fluid is, down in there. But actually, if you go from underneath and you have this under tray off, this is your master solenoid thingamajig. And right here is what we're going to be taking out. That little canister. Well, it's a reservoir. But yeah, that's it. You can see the reservoir. We're going to take this pin off, and then in there, we can't see it, there's 2 bolts that hold that in. So we're just going to take those bolts out and actually bring it down here. So I'll do that here in a second. So first, take this clamp off. Whew. Already got dust in my eye. Alright, and then I'm just using a standard setup here. It's a 14 millimeter on a small 3-inch extension. Yeah, the hardest part is gonna be getting to the sucker. There, that one's not too hard to get to. Definitely smaller than 14, maybe 12. Got a 12 and a 13. We'll try a 12 first. Oh, that feels good. Ooh. It's kind of tight. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can weasel it through here. Oh, there we go. Now let's find it. Ooh, let's hold it that way. It's pretty tight. I'm surprised how tight it is. All right, so now we're just gonna weasel this out. This is the reservoir that controls all your shifting. Nice and easy. Don't break any lines. I'm gonna get that bolt before I forget about it. There it is. So that's all it is 2 bolts, 12 millimeter. Now we have this out and dangling our drain pan underneath, because we are going to disconnect that hose from it and let it drain out. You want to wear some safety glasses so this doesn't squirt all over you. Got these little hose pliers remover. They're all damaged and bent from using it so much. But it's good. You just twist it a little bit like that. And the twist is really what's going to get it off. A little nice twist. Oh. There we go. So here's our reservoir. It's still got the fluid. Really dirty. It's like black. We'll pour it out. It's coming out slow. We will take this lid off. Pour it out. Hasn't been changed since I owned the car. 10,000 miles or so. Well, I got it with 10,000. It has 105,000. So yeah, it's pretty dark looking for brake fluid, but it doesn't look too bad in there. I saw a video of a guy cleaning his. It looked pretty bad, but yeah, it's not too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and try and clean all of it out though. It's got like some stuff in there. Doesn't seem too crazy though. Alright, so we got it pretty clean. Exterior not as good. I could have used a brush, but we got it clean. The nipple part is clean. Well, now that I touched it. And so yeah, it's brake clean or carb clean in there. And I'm just gonna let it air dry, let it evaporate, and shake out as much as I can. Put some new towel in there, dry it up, and probably after about 30 minutes, we'll go ahead and reinstall this. Got my dot 3. This takes dot 3. So we're gonna go ahead and fill it up to that level. Make sure you stick your finger with the glove on and get that max level. Look how clear that fluid is. So we're gonna get it to the max level. Make sure that line is kind of parallel. So that looks good. I'm gonna fill it up a little bit more because it actually has to go through the lines and everything. We'll double check it later. So put this lid on. Now, got the lid on, it won't spill. You wanna hold it up so that nipple's up, and then plug it in here. Get that hose clamp on nice and tight. Make sure your lid's on, and you're wearing glasses, some goggles to protect you from any chemicals or dust falling down in your eyes. We're gonna get it up in there. This is probably gonna be the hardest part, is figuring out how to get these bolts on. You're not gonna be able to see much yourself, let alone on, camera's not gonna see anything. There we go. And there we are, we are done. And you can see how clear it is now. Like, that is clean. That's the reservoir right there. Perfect. It goes to this module here, the smart module that changes your gears. And it should bleed itself out, you know, pumping in and out. It just pumps fluid back and forth the same spot. So that's that. That's your transmission. So that's how to do scheduled maintenance on your transmission, DCT, 6-speed transmission. And the rest I'm just gonna drain my coolants. There's just a drain plug at the bottom. So you have one drain plug here, I believe, and one right here. That should drain both your coolant systems and then just refill it. So yeah, hope this video helps you guys. It's not too difficult. The hardest part is getting that reservoir back in, but just keep messing with it, you'll get it. We'll put that wheel back on, button it up, and we'll be done for the day. So thanks for watching, guys, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.